Egg whites. He's an African. Chocolate. Take that off. Take this Lucy. Downhill if you do. Look at that lustful stuff and act on it and fornicate all the time. And you're a fornicator. Fornicators is why they're placed in the lake of fire. Goody. Chocolate. Egg whites. Chocolate. Some people don't like chocolate. I don't know who. Maybe I'm crazy. Like all human beings are crazy. Like to pretend that they're okay. It's melted. Blair. B-L-E-R. And it tried to get me to lick the R. Because it looked like it was melted. Who knows what blur? Oh, blur. Blair. Blair. I don't want to lick Blair. Maybe I'm Blair. Maybe I'm Blair. I'm afraid to lick it now. But it's melted. It looks like it tastes really good. Blair. I'm Blair. Get away from me. You're not Blair. 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 I ain't playing, man. I turned into a big black guy with dreads. Blah. Yo, man, I got dreads. A big black guy. No. Blah. I'm white. I'm white. I'm white. I'm white. I'm white. Give sweet as chocolate. It melts in your mouth after you eat it. I'm white. It's kind of wrong to say, but I'm not a black guy. I had white skin and dark hair when I was growing up. Well, yeah. I think when I was a baby I had blonde hair. I don't know. I think when I was a baby I had blonde hair. I don't know. I'm sorry. I had dark hair. You're an Italian. You're an Italian. Man, I had to be like, man, I'm Italian. My mom said, I'm Italian, aren't I? Making fun of me. I'm sorry. I was gonna have dreads, blue dreads. When Perry Farrell had in the 80s, I still haven't been able to find a picture of it. I'm gonna look again. Perry Farrell, blue dreads. I thought he dressed and looked so cool. Then he had to cut his hair short, and I thought it looked awful. I didn't understand why he had short hair. I thought it looked so stupid. On me, too. And I had to have short hair the entire time. I still have short hair. I didn't get to grow it long. In all the cool bands, I like to have long hair, but in this family, how could I ever grow long hair? Maybe one day. It's not my dad's fault. He doesn't know. Maybe it's America. If I ever did have dreads, they wouldn't be dark. I would never have dreads. I like straight hair. But if I did, they'd be blue. And I wouldn't even want blue dreads. So I'll just keep my hair short. But one day, maybe I'll get to grow it long. I don't care if somebody tries to give me cancer and kill me to keep it short. I think they wouldn't do that much. I think they wouldn't do it that bad. I'm pretty sure they wouldn't do that. They might try to give me cancer to keep it short. But I just wear an Andy Warhol fucking wig and film all of it. And be sad to be dying of cancer. How cool, he has cancer. Try to be the most famous person with cancer while I had it. I don't know. They wouldn't do that. Who does that? The political forces, powers that be. The hidden hand, the devil. You gotta be like their ways and so your ways. But that could be God. Maybe God does it. I'm Al Bob. I'm Al Bob. No, I'm not Al Bob. But if he's like the Dread Pirate Roberts from A Princess Bride, I may take over his position one day and become Al Bob. I don't know. Not now. I'm not supposed to. Maybe never. Who knows what amazing things will happen on this earth, you know? Why do I have to do other people's dreams in their life where they like to live? President, you know, get some guy in a suit. I don't know. I don't want to wear a suit. That means somebody's funeral. If that changes, then it'll be okay to wear a suit. They may try to make you wear a suit no matter what the F you believe in or do or anything. But I like Trump. He's okay in a suit. He looks normal in a suit. I don't know. He has really expensive clothes. He's really powerful and stuff. That's kind of cool. I think Trump is okay. I don't know. I know. He's a really good person. I think he's going to make it right to heaven one day, even with all the money he has. I like him. Too bad my dad said it. I don't know. I think my dad liked him too, but just doesn't say. They were both born the same year. They're both Gemini. They're both raised in New York City. My dad was in Brooklyn and sometimes Manhattan with my grandfather. My grandfather was the chief of the NYPD. So he was in the news sometimes and stuff and spoke to people, you know, like on the podium and talked. He was the chief of the NYPD. He had 20,000 to 30,000 uniformed men working for him. So he was pretty cool. And he had John F. Kennedy in his car, in his private car. He was driven to work by a limo. And at the same time, my dad was growing up, raised by him and my grandmother and God. I guess he was raised by my grandfather and grandmother and God. And at the same time that, you know, he was the chief of police, high-paid job, but not that high-paid. You know, Arnold Schwarzenegger got paid more, maybe, or about the same as governor, and he just donated. Arnold Schwarzenegger donated his entire salary. So he didn't even take the money. He thought it was so little. Because Arnold Schwarzenegger is used to making like 10 million or 20 million a year. 20 million a year now, maybe 40 million. I don't know how much he earns. Or millions at least. So he just donated the small amount that my grandfather used to support him and my own grandmother and my dad when they were growing up. But they were so well off that he was driven by work to limo every day in a private car. It was probably bulletproof or something like that. I don't know how it was back then. He was the chief of the NYPD, however the cars were back then. I don't know if they could shoot into him back then in the 60s, the early 60s. So if my dad had a powerful dad in New York, and they were both born in 1946, and Trump was there in Manhattan and kind of around New York, maybe in Brooklyn and different places sometimes. My dad was Irish. They had a lot of Irish in New York. Maybe they met one time, or I don't know. Trump is really wealthy elite. So I think they'd get along. And they both do business. They both work in real estate. But my dad pretends that he doesn't like him. But I think he acts like him sometimes and he really likes him, but I don't know. But Trump tries to not go to war. That's why I like him. When North Korea got all those military weapons, and they had all those military weapons, everyone was afraid. Trump went right to North Korea and talked to him right at North Korea and said he said let's get along, don't have any war, and instead of bombing the whole place with nuclear bombs and killing all these innocent people, he got along with them, made friends, and there was no war and nothing bad. No one died. Okay, I'm gonna go. Praise God, praise Jesus. Bye.